Oh, yeah. No, he's not ducking any smoke. But part of his maturation is choosing his battles, including trying to preserve his body from those fearless forays to the rim.
Oh, nice shot by Clingan.
And this is where you feed the big man Clingan. He knows how to execute from this close.
Morant against Simmons. Oh, there's the alley. And the dunk by Edey.
Everyone loves the alley-oop play, B.A.
Yep, one of the prettiest in basketball. George scanning the floor. Simmons against Morant. And they double up Simmons. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And there's Clingan on the assist by Simmons. Clingan's got his second basket of the game. And it's Morant with the ball for the Grizzlies. Trailing by 4. Here's Simmons. Oh! Wow!
Oh, my. Big Ben showing us how it's done.
And thanks to AT&T for a great look at that dunk on their connected cam. That's tipped. In transition, here they come. And that's out of bounds. Philadelphia will retain possession. And let's take this chance to call out our Eastern Conference Player of the Week, Ben Simmons.
It's clear that he's a key aspect of their offensive success. His decisions with the ball are what creates opportunities for himself and the rest of his teammates. And their offense looking like a well-oiled machine.
And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in this first quarter. Jackson outside. Now here's Edey. Looking at the numbers, he's putting up 7 points a game. And Morant gets it to go.
Yeah, we're seeing Morant get more and more comfortable operating off the ball.
Out to the right wing. Here's Clingan. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Clingan's got 6.
And force-feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
So Memphis calls timeout, their first. Defeated by Washington in their last game, they'll try to put that one behind them.
Yeah, we know that on the road, you're already a little out of your element. Then the misses from the line become contagious.
Well, it just kills your momentum. You earn the trip to the line, but at the same time, when you miss, you give your opponent life.
Outside Wells, pass to Morant. Some nice ball movement by Memphis. 5 to shoot. Pulls it. Jackson can't get it to go. Philadelphia leading by 7. George left side. Shoots over Morant. Again, Philadelphia.
Well, I'm not sure how you're supposed to defend that. Beautiful turnaround, Jay.
Morant with it. 23 points for him last game against Washington.
And he promoted team chemistry. That's how you do it, by moving the ball.
Grant, having played in the league, you must have a good idea of how these guys are feeling this deep into the year.
No, B.A., it's hard to describe. There's such a physical drain on your body. And mentally, it might be even more difficult.
Pass to Clingan. Jackson against Washington. Here's Clingan. Back to Simmons. And stolen by Jackson. It's Wells on the wing. No points yet. Makes good on the step-back jumper.
Among the best passers in the league, Morant finds open teammates.
George passes to Simmons. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. All right, guys, what do you think so far on the offensive approach for the 76ers?
Well, great play down low. I mean, you expect the defense to adjust, collapse maybe, but that should open up things on the perimeter later in the game.
And their ball movement has been next level. When your team is playing unselfishly like this, that is tough to beat.
Here's Morant, and there's Memphis with another bucket.
Because of his ability to elevate and make adjustments in air, Morant has no trouble scoring inside.
Simmons against Morant. And that one's good. Simmons has got his third basket on the night right there. And the foul on Ben Simmons. That's his first foul.
And there's just one foul now away from the penalty.
Here's Morant. He's got 7. And the foul on Ben Simmons.
Hey, it's Pika, and you're watching NBA 2K TV.
Season 6 is here, and this week on 2K TV, we're highlighting the new features, rewards, and events.
Let's get started with all that's new in my team, and there is a lot.
Here are Danny and Sasha with all the details.
Thanks, Chris and Alexis.
Philadelphia, home to one of the NBA's most historic teams, the 76ers. Here are the players arriving earlier in the mood for action. Welcome, folks. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for the latest presentation of our NBA basketball. And now, Washington's starting group. McCollum is out there with Coulibaly. Then it's George. Then it's Chris Middleton. And it's Sarr in at center. And for the 76ers, Paul George is out there with Washington. Then there's Klingon. Then it's Simmons. It'll be the Wizards off the tip. We are really in the thick of the regular season now, Greg. Do you like what you've seen so far?
Absolutely. You can tell that everyone came to play this year. The game just keeps getting more advanced, and the skill level continues to rise.
Pass to Washington. Down to 5 on the shot clock. It's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. And here in January, a few teams starting to solidify their spots in the power rankings. Others, not so much. Take a look at the Rockets. They're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top 5.
Checking out the Sixers, they're on cloud 9. You see how this team has come together, and they really silenced their doubters on the way.
Here's George, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And, Jim, this is year 2 of that 4-year, $211 million contract for Paul George.
And when he's been healthy, Kevin, he has shown himself to be one of the best swingmen in the game. But now he's in his mid-30s, and this can be the point where players often start to wear down.
Here's Simmons. That one's in, his first shot this game.
Not many 6'10 players have the handles that Simmons has.
McCollum against Simmons. A shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
Well, that's a tough matchup because he's skilled and relentless.
Back to Simmons. To the paint. Here's Klingon. And it's Klingon with the jam.
Oh, getting fancy. Now Klingon, wow.
And a good-looking view of that throwdown from the AT&T Connected Cam. And Coulibaly gets it to go.
just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
That is a quality look. You can't do it much better than that.
Here's Simmons into the lane.
And look at the momentum Simmons gets on the drive, and he turns it into a huge slam.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Paul George with the steal. And now the fast break. George with the ball. Outside for Simmons. Six to shoot. And he overshot that one, missing.
And you see the frustration on his face. He had a great opportunity there, and he blew it.
George against George. And Clingan pulls it down. Klingan's got his 4th rebound in this one.
And running with a full head of steam, but completely under control.
In this league, you run whenever you can. It's so much easier to score in transition.
And the basket by McCollum.
Nice play by McCollum. So crafty with the ball in his hands.
Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Stolen by McCollum. And now McCollum running the floor all by himself. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That's on Ben Simmons.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
You know, Tim, throughout his career, C.J. McCollum has been the model of consistency.
Well, you can count on him to get you 20 with efficient shooting, Kevin. We've seen it now for over a decade. And I love his calm, steady demeanor. It stabilizes his team.
Here's Coulibaly. And there's a nice one-handed slam.
An offensive mastery right there. I mean, great move in the lane and then the flush.
With just no way for the D to handle it. Simmons inside the line. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And one thing when a team underperforms like Philly did last season, it's in they often bounce back.
Well, it always comes down to health, Kevin. If they have that, it feels like the East is wide open. They are going to have a chance to make some noise.
Pass to Song. Back to McCollum. And Clingan pulls it down. Klingan's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here's Simmons. True on the 14-footer. Simmons got his 3rd basket of the night. Wizards trail by 4. Coulibaly with it. Clingan with the block.
And at 7'2", Clingan is a huge shot blocking threat. Guys have got to be careful when he's around. And putting his explosive athleticism on full display there. George is capable of some highlight reel dunks.
So timeout called here, the first for the Wizards. Last game matched up with the Magic. A tough loss there.
Yeah, a snowball effect in that one. One thing would go wrong, then another, really the story of the game.
Well, let's give their opponent some credit for sensing that and putting him away. They were completely dominated. Well, that was a great challenge at the rim and a difficult adjustment to make.
A 3 from Simmons. Second shot opportunity and stolen by Song. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum.
Well, with his ability to both score and facilitate, McCollum really fits the combo guard label. Good